It's your friendly neighborhood neighbor here. Today we're going to be looking at this 2014 Silverado. My thermostat is going bad. We're going to replace it. So when I've been starting the truck, the radiator fan has been kicking on almost automatically, and this temperature sensor right here is staying all the way down at 160. And when I turn off the truck, the radiator fan stays on. And I kind of have to trick the truck, so like if I restart it real quick and then turn it right back off, it'll cut off. It's just a weird thing. The heat and AC aren't working right. It's time to replace this thermostat. The thermostat I'm going to be using, I got at O'Reilly Auto Parts. It's about 80 bucks, something around that ballpark. Murray Temperature Control Plus. And this is the coolant that I will be replacing it with. Here's what it looks like all put together. Our thermostat is right here in this housing, or under this housing. I gotta get this cover out the way first, then get this thing apart, and I'll be right back to show you how to do that. So if we're looking at the engine from here, you gotta remove this clamp here and this clamp here. These guys first. And how you do that is you push on it. Oh, come on. One. And this other one you push down. So the first one you push up from the bottom, and this one you push down from the top. There we go. Get those off. Next, I need to unscrew this clamp right here. I'm just going to be using my Leatherman. Get right in here. Loosen that up for me. Should just be able to move that, slide it out the way. A lot of people will take this one off too sometimes, but we're not doing all that today. And just want to be able to get to right here. Alright, see, I got it propped up like this using an old lava lamp box. And here is what we're after, right in here. So next, we got to remove these two hoses, and there will be a bunch of coolant coming out. What I've been told is to relieve pressure on this coolant cap, and it won't spill out as much, but I don't know how much that'll actually help. I'm going to use these Leatherman pliers, and I'm going to unclamp this big hose first. Now I've moved this ring from here to here. I had to get some longer pliers so I can get a better grip on it and wiggle it back. Alright, sorry, I had to cut the camera off to pry this off with the hammer, because I mean it was just so tight on there. I had to literally pry it on off. We're gonna have a bunch of coolant come out. You can see it all down there dripping now. You know, so just be prepared. Don't be shocked when that comes out. Now we're gonna remove this hose as well, using pliers for the same clamps, and just pull it straight up. And there should be more coolant that comes out when you do this one as well. Loosen it up. All right, here we go. More coolant. And you can see the coolant bubbling out of here too. Now we need to get a 10 millimeter and get this off. It's gonna be 3 bolts. Got the 10 millimeter. We're just gonna get these bolts off here. Please make sure you don't drop them down there, because then you're gonna have to take your skid plate off, and that is just creating more work for yourself. Yeah, there she goes, loosening up now. Let's see if I can get these off with the finger. All right, there's 1 bolt. Should we get this next one? Two bolts. And let's get this back one back here. Alright, sorry, I had to take a break to finagle that on out. But here's the thermostat. You can see the 3 bolts set just like this in there. And that is what it looks like removed. Looks like the gasket was left behind. Pretty sure the new one has a gasket. The new one's already got the gasket in there. The little rubber ring. Which was left behind from this old one. So I'm just gonna take this old gasket out. Get all new everything. Now you're gonna wanna go ahead and clean up this area really good. Get it wiped down. And there, now we have a spot to put the new thermostat. Alright, new thermostat, housing and everything all put together. Came like that. Let's get her in there. First, let's get these screws down first. Let's hand tighten them as much as we can. Get them down nice and tight. Other way. I'm sure there's a certain torque spec for this, but I am just gonna get them down till I feel comfortable. You don't want to crank, but you also want to make sure they're not going to move anymore also. That gasket really is set. Alright. We're going to go with that for now. If I need to tighten it down some more, and then I will. Alright, the first thing, let's get this guy back on here. Just put that small hose on first. Get this clamp. Wiggle it on down in there. That should be on there. Now for the big beastly hose. Boom. Alright, I had to take a break because I could not clamp this thing hard enough to put it back on with these needle nose pliers. I was able to get it off, just couldn't clamp it back on. And my locks like this are unfortunately at my other property, so I had to run to Lowe's and grab these real quick and get this back on. right here. This thing sucks to squeeze and put it back on, but we're almost there, so let's get it. All right, when you know when your dad says use the right tool for the job, just listen to him. I got it on there in like 5 seconds with these new locks. Now we're gonna get this engine cover back on and get it all put back together now. Move this lava lamp box. All right, first thing we're gonna do is get this piece back in here. Slide that on there, nice and simple. Get this flathead, let's tighten her down. Go on, tighten and tighten. I think she's on there pretty good. Oh yeah, all right. Let's get these guys back on here. Gotta push it from the bottom. Push the clamp part from the bottom. See how that's going up and down? Maybe not. But she's on there. Let's get this one back on. Push the clamp from the top. All right. She's on there. Now you can see my coolant reservoir emptied from all that stuff draining out. Last thing we do is add the coolant, start her up, and see how she's doing. All right, got my funnel in there. All right, let's start her up. All right, I've got it started. I'm gonna wait for this temperature to rise, make sure it's acting normal again. Be back. All right, let's see how it's looking. There's this thermostat right in here. No leaks. Everything seems sealed fine. It's only a little smoky because all the coolant that got on the engine, but that'll burn off. Let's go check the temperature. Because it was not rising before. Oh, what do we have here? It's going up. I think we've got it all figured out. The radiator fan is not on and blowing. I'm happy. Thanks for watching. It's your friendly neighborhood neighbor. Till next time.